Always remember. Always remember them, and you will become the best pencil you can be. First, you will be able to do many great things, but only if you allow yourself to be held in someone's hand. Second, you will experience a painful sharpening from time to time, but this is required if you are to become a better pencil. Third, you have the ability to correct any mistakes you might make. Fourth, the most important part of you will always be what's inside. Fifth, no matter what the condition, you must continue to write. You must always leave a clear, legible mark, no matter how difficult the situation. The pencil understood, promising to remember, and went into the box fully understanding its maker's purpose. Thank you very much, Sister Tao, for that beautiful reflection, which formed part of our opening prayer. So we say, glory be to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit.
As it was in the beginning,
Was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be.
So we all are here to listen to Brother Paulo, who is going to guide us in the discussions and the sharing of insights this afternoon. So Brother Paulo, a Comboni missionary, could you please lead us into this beautiful and well-anticipated topic as part of our ongoing formation? Brother Paulo?
yes, I'm coming. Yes, I'm coming. Oh,
Okay. All right.
I touched somewhere at the end. Okay. So I am Brother Paul, yeah, from the Comboni Missionaries. I'm a brother, and I am. Can you hear me well?
Yes.
Very well.
Okay.
We can hear you very well.
Okay. Because it's my first time to leave a meeting on Zoom. So, okay. So I was in because I am becoming the provincial bursar very soon in our province in South Africa. So then last July I went to Kenya to take part in a non-finance managers course. It lasted 4 weeks, and we got some material that was provided to us, and I tried to share a bit with you what I gathered. Because it was I got it at that time, but also I didn't go much deep. Now I had a chance to go a bit through it, and so I'm sharing with you something, and of course we can enrich each other, yeah, with as we go along. Okay, so as it said, it is this first session has 3 topics, which is stewardship, accountability, and integrity. Of course, now I put it also a bit in the line of us. We are religious people, so we put in the area of discipleship, being consecrated men and women. Yeah. So okay, there are these questions that are before us that can be maybe at the end of this first point for discussion, for dialogue, or bringing some of our sharing. So then maybe I think all of us are aware of what stewardship means. We have also that parable of Jesus about the talents, so it is a bit in line with that parable. I see in that way. So that we have so the God with the, let's say, the master, and Jesus with his son also who told this story, and he gave us some, as we accepted to be consecrated, so we are entitled with some tasks. So to be entrusted with some goods, some resources, which is our vocation, which is our communities, our provinces, the money, benefactors. So there are many things. So then, in order, so what is expected of us? It is expected trust, to be confident and hope. So God has this confidence, and as soon to us it is confidence and hope that we are able to somehow understand what He wants from us. He has also the expectations. Believes that what we'll do, we'll do in our best, to accomplish, to make the talents profitable, to give, and then to give an account what we have achieved, what we have done. So if we spent well the talents that we have received. Then there are some qualities that qualify the stewardship or the stewards, which is the responsibility, which calls us to be responsible, for example, for our vocation, for the way also we care about ourselves. Sometimes there are ongoing formation courses. There are, of course, the way we live our vows, also the way we live in the community, how we relate with one another, the structures, how we use them, how we care for them, the money that is also put before us for our means of evangelization. Then the other quality is integrity. So you are called to be a balanced person. Each one is called to be a balanced person. For example, we sincere, with so no one was just imposed the task, but as we answered, we have to be sincere in the way we live our vocation, be honest, and of course not to play around, but be with the conduct, of according to the also evangelical values. Then also we have the quality of servanthood, the one who is attentive to the needs of others. So he is not just fixed on himself, but is a vocation that is addressed also to others, to the good of others, who is generous, at times needing to sacrifice his time, our airtime, also the personal priorities, also for the good of others. Are you following?
Yes, we are following.
Okay, good. Okay.
Yes, we are following.
Okay, very good. Am I too fast, or I'm make myself understood? Okay, the other quality is of humbleness, to be humble. The one is, for example, we are called, we have our talents, we have been entrusted, but also we need to be aware of our limitations. Of course, not we didn't come out at the program, so we need to go around. I mean, to go on and updating ourselves. To for example, if you have to be an accountant, maybe you have to go learn to go to the school or to a proper institution to learn what it means to be an accountant. What is the bookkeeping? How to record things. and also then also to be the faithfulness in the small things. Maybe to help sister. I am already on the because on number 4. I'm already number 4, sister. Number yes, that one is somewhere there. So also to be humble, because it's to accept one limitations, but also the faithfulness in the things that he has been entrusted, being them small or big, and also one is able to encourage others. So if we see that someone, or for example, first, if I have my limitation, and if I know that someone has more knowledge, is more capable, I can ask him also to help me. But also to be humble, if I see someone else that has some difficulties, also to empower that person, to provide the skills, to encourage, and to help them to move on. Also the other qualities of commitment, a committed person, one who does things from the heart. So, and one who does things in a free way, in a sincere way. So it's not just doing things or to expect recognition, but one who is he feels that his part should be done in the good way, for the benefit of others, and also avoiding conflict. So if I be entrusted or someone has been entrusted with a position, maybe better than mine, but to accept that what is expected, it is done in a good spirit, in a good self-giving way, and not just as why it was not given to me, why it was given to other one. Yeah? And also this attitude of discipline, so to know when things have to begin, and to end, then to be able to report how the process began, how it went in between, and then to evaluate and give a proper report. Then we move on to the responsibilities of the steward, which is a trustee. So to be aware of what is expected of oneself for a specific purpose. So to be responsible for the government of the institution. If I'm a local bursar or a provincial bursar, so I know that every month I expect to. I mean, first to empower myself, to update myself, to acknowledge the skills, but also to entrust to others the responsibility of being responsible for his task, his commitment in administration, for instance, or for example, also in the way we live in community. So to trust the others, to expect that what we tackle, agree, as is fulfilled. Then the transmitter, the one who does not keep things for himself. For example, if I am for example, like I say, I am an accountant today. I know how to do bookkeeping in the computer, but the other my colleague doesn't know. So I need to also to help him to acquire this knowledge, these skills that maybe today or tomorrow he may be able also to be acquainted with this technology, this way of registering the accounts, and then so that also he feels that he is appreciated and he is integrated in this process of being also a good steward. The guardian or the caretaker there are so many definitions, or a protector, custodian, is the one who oversees, supervises the resources entrusted to his care. So of course now we have money, we have buildings, we need maintenance, or we have a project. So it's not just that everything falls from the sky. So things appear there. Now we have to see what you have today, maybe what you want to achieve, maybe in the 5 years, 10 years. So to start program and oversee and supervise also the resources so that for example, if money has been allocated for something, or we have received a donation, that is, the money doesn't go in different ways, or maybe, for example, maybe if we have, for example, donate benefactors who give us money in foreign currency, for instance, then also we have to evaluate when it is the best time to do the exchange of money in order to prevent loss, you know, of these resources. Because now also you see how the inflation, it's happening from time to time, or quite often. So and also if we have goods in our property, also to administer them well, in order to prevent damage or decay of these goods.
Sorry,
Excuse me, Brother Paul.
Yes.
Sorry, but Brother Paulo, to interrupt. I
No
was
problem.
reading in the meeting chat, two of the participants said, one of them said, sorry, I think it is too fast. The other one said, sorry, brother, it's a bit fast. I'm not able to follow. So, brother,
Okay.
maybe
Yes,
you
yes.
can just reduce the speed a little bit so that these.
That's why before I asked me there was no response. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, no,
my
it's okay.
tendency.
It's okay. Yeah, you may now proceed, brother. Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay, no, it's okay. This is good because you see, sometimes that's why we see, because as I said before, it's my first time to also to do like online meetings. So sometimes
Okay.
maybe I'm not listening to myself, so it's difficult to to find out or to know if other people are following me or not. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you for taking it positively. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, but thank you for that. Yeah.
Are we okay so far?
Yes. Yes, Sister
Okay.
Tao?
All right.
Yeah, now
That's
so we come to this, the manager, then under the manager, there are at least 5 or 6 points that we need to take in consideration. So the manager, what he does, he plans and he organizes. So he sees the treasures that or the resources that he has at hand, and then how these resources are invested in view of what? Of profitability and productivity in a wise and faithful way. Yeah. For example, so the controls by making sure that everything is in place. For example, now if we want to build, let us say, a convent, yeah. No, not just I don't just make a draw, but I need to know what the materials involved, the cement, maybe the iron sheets, the window frames. So we have to make a proper plan and then controlling the implementation of this activity. Then also coordinating by bringing harmony and avoiding chaos or indifference. Sometimes, according to the experience in my congregation, sometimes the things are brought forward, but maybe not everybody is involved, only one person, and then comes quarreling because not everyone feels part of that project. So there's a need of coordinating who does what in order to avoiding chaos or indifference. Also, this thing, making the right decision. So it's not just one discerning, but we, as a community, as a congregation, maybe as a church, as a cooperative, and then to do also the monitoring, evaluating. So from time to time to come together to see if what we planned, was it well planned? How was it? Was the control taking place? The coordination, was it coming together? Was everybody cooperating on the decisions? Was it just one person, maybe a few? So why not everybody was coming together? And then training and delegating. Yeah? So this important thing also of not just being one person's thing, because today I am, for example, like in myself today, I am becoming the manager and the provincial bursar in this province of South Africa. Maybe tomorrow another one is coming in. So So then there's this need of progressive training of finding someone who can be capable of taking this post and being and rendering his service to the community, to the province, or to the congregation at large, and then also to the legate. Yeah, training. For example, not also if I'm now here, but delegating also we have, for example, like a committee of people, and then we come together. Maybe I can follow one area, then one can follow a different area. Yeah. And also the investor. So when we have the resources, sometimes they produce things. Now, what to do with them? For example, if you have money in the bank, now how to make use of the money? Maybe to be attentive, what is the taxes, or what are the investments possibilities, the exchange rates, or bank interests. So we can apply it to different areas, and so to this capability of being attentive to how also the world moves, and then to invest things, and or if we have things that we don't use, but trying to find a way of maybe if you don't need, maybe to share, make it available to others, so that things don't lie idle or get, for example, metal get rust, so then it is no longer of use. So this is a bit what I gathered about stewardship. I don't know if you want to, maybe we can stop here, then we have some sharing or some questions. I don't know, Sister Tao or Father Boniface.
Thank you very much, Brother Paolo. And thank you for going through your presentation. Very rich, very beautiful. Sister Tao, over to you. Perhaps there are, we can allow questions, some engagement. What do you think, Sister? It's just 25 minutes past the hour, so we have enough time together to engage. Maybe questions, comments, and observations. So, Sister Tao, what?
Sorry, Father Boniface, this is only the first part of the presentation.
Yes,
we
yes,
still
yes.
have accountability and integrity.
So I go to the, I go to the end.
Yeah, so Sister Tao, do you think we should then go through all of them first before we receive questions?
Sure, I think it's better if we go through the material, and then please note down if you have any questions or comments we can have at the end of the presentation for that.
Okay, good.
Excellent, Sister Tao. Thank you very much. Yeah, brother, I think, brother, you can continue.
Okay, thank you. So then we move to the other topic, is accountability. So in this year we come to know what it means to be answerable, to whom, or to our identity, or what is to give an account to someone or entity, and to avoid passing blame on others. So first, as religious persons and or belonging to a congregation or a parish or a diocese, so we know that we, in the first place, we are accountable to God. Yeah. So He created us. He called us to a specific vocation. So we answerable to Him. Then also to ourselves, to myself, to ourselves. We are called even by the church that every day we should make a revision of how the day went, to see if we are in accordance what we have received from Jesus, from His teaching, from what the church asks of us. Also our relationships in the community, in our province, in our institute, or also to the people, because we live with people, so we are also, we have to give an account to them, because they are, a certain extent, also we are receiving help from them, goods, money, many trust, confidence. So we were also answerable to them in this respect. And then also to our local superiors, our local treasurers, or even to our provincials or general superiors, or yeah, or to any official. Yeah? So we're answerable to them. So some of us, I think, I'm not sure, but I think some of us maybe are new in the jobs of being accountants or being in the area of finances. So you need to grow. I think we grow towards collaboration and cooperation among ourselves in our community, with community members, and maybe also to set up maybe a finance committee. If we don't have, that we come together, we analyze what are our priorities in our congregation and our church, and then so that also we'll be able to organize the financial reports, to be transparent related to money, what you receive, bringing from the parish, bringing from groups, bringing it from benefactors. So there are many sources. Yeah? And then in this area, there are 4 pillars of accountability that they are quite clear. One is responsibility. So a duty that is said there that binds us to the course of action. So in this area, there is a need for all of us to grow in our realization that we are a team. So not just individuals, because first are individuals, but also we work we live in community. So we are a team or a family, and that all need to work together for the benefit of the community or the province or the institute, the Christian community, maybe colleges or wherever we are serving and ministering our way of evangelizing. Then also the second point is to be the answerability, so being called to account. So we are asked to have a cash book, being it for online, for banking or cash itself, where we record our inflows and our outflows. And also, as I mentioned above, there is a need also to be faithful to accounting procedures, namely regular recording transactions and reportings. So this is a bit in general, because if we go on with this course, this interaction, ongoing information, then a bit ahead there will be more concrete ways of doing this. But what I think we need to begin is that there is a need to have a cash book, so that where we register all what we receive and what we expend. The third point is trustworthiness, so a trait of being worthy of trust and confidence. So presentation of complete and accurate monthly statements. So if, for example, if the local bursar gives to me some money, so I need to account that I received this money, and at the end of the month I need to show the template to him, what I receive from him, what I expend, where I use the money, and if there's any balance, that it comes for the next month. So it's a way of being trustworthy and also of gaining confidence towards the one who provides me the money for my living. And also this has to be also that all transactions, either income, of course not always is maybe implementable, but at least the expenses, we should keep receipts, cash slips, to substantiate the expenses that are stated in the report. Because sometimes, yeah, so we know that sometimes it's very easy that if you don't have these receipts or the cash slips, then it's more difficult to justify where the money was spent. Then also liability, being legally bound to a debt of obligation, so that accounts and reports need to be transparent, clear, concise, and with supporting documents. So as I mentioned above, all donations, for example, we receive from people or from any entity, or stipends from masses, intentions, or people give, all income and the expenditure should appear in our monthly or quarterly and annual reports that we are asked to present. Also, we need to make sure that proper procedures are being followed and that all these documents are preferably filled and kept for 10 years in accordance with SARS. So now that as religious institutions and our schools, so we are obliged to be transparent and accountable for what money we use, the resources we use, and you know that also we need to forward to SARS department. And what we should avoid that, I mean, you also should be aware that, first of all, that anytime auditing may happen, so then any attendee, any person may come and may want to check our documents. So we need also, that's why we need to have everything in place so that also we don't, our institutions are not penalized for miscounting or not being transparent. Then there are also levels of personal accountability. Now, maybe here, first, as in the course, now maybe we could see which order we follow. Shall we follow from down, from below to upwards, or from upwards going down? What is the way? Okay, maybe leave it after, we can come at the end. Yeah. Then let us go to now spotting lack of accountability. That it comes next. So it says, I don't know, I do not have enough time. So because see many, for example, maybe in the parish or maybe in the school, we see now I have been busy all the day, so there is I didn't have time maybe to record the income or the expenses. So here we should have at least, I mean, to make an effort that at least once a week we go to the computer or to the cash book and we register everything so that it makes easy to account, I mean, to record and to account for. And then if only we have adequate staff, yeah, sometimes, okay, sometimes maybe we are too few, but also if you are too many, it is difficult to follow everyone, and sometimes also maybe the resources are being lost because we are many. Then no, it becomes the issue of each one. Then it lies idle there, and no one takes. Or as it says, that's not my job. For example, see why you did this? I don't know. It's up to him. So. It's like, see, am I my brother's keeper? Yeah, we can put also in that way. The staff can't be trusted, are incompetent. Yeah, so it can happen, the mistrust, or maybe we see something, and maybe sometimes of going, asking what happened, maybe just or sometimes yeah, we let it go, and then becomes more difficult to find out why this mistrust has taken place. Or I don't know, the boss didn't tell me. I mean, because maybe there was something to be done, or something was planned, but maybe I didn't involve myself, and then now I make an excuse. I don't know. I was not told. I was not informed. So then instead of focusing on why it can't be done or wasn't done, is to turn the attention to what else can we do, or what can I do. So to look for or to give solutions, not just yeah. Then obstacles of creating an accountability culture, lack of measurement. So we need to have a vision. We need to have a good leadership. So if we have good leaders, if we come to meet together, if we plan in advance, so this lack of vision won't take place. And And then, of course, then there's, as I said before, there's the need of monitoring, evaluating, and taking all the steps. The fear of failure, so not to be afraid to allow mistakes and adjustments. Also not to be sometimes to read that now we made a mistake, now we are going to, so it's going to be punished. So, so sometimes we need also to bring a positive positive critic, yeah, to help the person to see why the mistake happened, or also to motivate the person when it is he finds his limitation, his weakness, also to have the trust and the confidence to ask for help. Also distress and over lack of control. So here I think when people do not trust others in the organization, they won't participate in the accountability and the plan that depends on others. So to identify the problem, why is it happening? And so also I put it, we should have regular meetings, yeah, to listen to others, to find out why, see if they are happy with the way they are being monitored, or the evaluation as it's been taking place, are they listened to? Yeah. And then lack of commitment on both sides. So when the request isn't important enough to go to the top of the priority list, or they don't follow through. So to promote team building and give other people honor. So of course, after these things will come a bit, I mean, in a more elaborated way as we advance in our sharing. And then also uncertainty of consequences. It is difficult to accept responsibility for something when the outcome is less certain or to predict. So to promote positive thinking and planning, sometimes also if also to be courageous to bring maybe people from outside, qualified people who can help us to overcome this culture, falling into this culture. So to bring us updating in many ways, also to do the evaluation to how things have been done, running. And then the results, if you focus only on results, it's easy for people to achieve the end by any means necessary. This opens the door to ethical, reputational, legal, and safety obstacles. Then there is also a kind of a formula that maybe resumes what is to be accountable. What is accountable formula? The word is just used is simple. So it S stands for set expectations. I invite commitment. M measure progress. P provide feedback. L link to consequences, and E evaluate. So this is for accountability. Now integrity. Like this. So integrity, it begins by saying the first point, that lose your health and you have lost nothing. Lose your health and you have lost something. Lose your integrity and you have lost everything. So what is the meaning of integrity? Is to be complete or undivided, is sincerity of heart and motive. So to be oneself, to be honest, to be motivating, to be genuine, truthful, a firm adherence to a code of moral values and ethics, to do the right things when no one is looking, staying true to oneself and the words, or not to say one thing and then do a different word, a different thing. Integrity is also what you are when no one is looking. And very often we are told in our formation. So what you are in your room, also you are outside. The opposite of integrity is hypocrisy, yeah? And is the play act. Our practice do not stem from our beliefs, but rather from the play. To honor with the lips, but actions are far from. Yeah, you can, as Jesus says, your heart is far away. Yeah? So do not hide your shortcomings and flaws. So to be to be oneself. To be open that others also see who you are, and come to before God or before others or myself as I am, and not try to pretend the one I am not. So if I admit my weaknesses, my limitations, also people appreciate for my honesty and integrity. So also, for example, if I am not honest in my way of being, but I approach someone else and present to him, and then I'm able to trust that person, also is going to help me to regain again my the integrity. Beliefs and values. There is usually a contradiction between what one believes in and how he acts. This leads to inconstancy and dishonesty with self and others. Maybe also, since we are coming maybe from different backgrounds, maybe we can help each other to understand a bit more this statement. Then there is the widespread pattern of cheating, hard to document. Idea that everyone does it makes it socially acceptable. That's why, for example, that's why the importance of keeping the report. I mean, keeping the bookkeepings, to register everything to avoid the widespread cheating, or to document everything well, so that if someone comes maybe tomorrow, we are able to answer. I mean, to present what we have done, so it will be in the good shape, and with the proper identity before the other ones. Then 3 types of integrity: internal, do what you think is the right thing to do even when no one else is looking. External is what you show other people, do the things you say you do. And image of integrity, this is what you do to protect your reputation as a person of integrity. Now, ways to build integrity is fulfill your promises. So if you say something, do it. So keep your word. Don't do the talk and act. Take responsibility. So willingness to be responsible for his actions, who does not avoid others. So to be of a clear conscience. If you do good, well done. But also, if you fail mistakes, accept your limitations. So, self-sufficient, who can support himself or herself and does not depend on others for everything. So keep on updating oneself, training, to upgrade himself. So if he feels a need to update, to be acquainted with the new technology, so he should keep on updating and look for training. Thinking of the big picture. This is how everyone else around is doing. So be observant, be innovate. So learn from others. So don't just be enclosed in your castle, let's say. Respecting others, so give other people honor, and act in a manner that is honorable. So appreciate what others do, empower them, impart knowledge. So not just to keep things for myself. Self-evaluation, to evaluate oneself in view of improving, admittance of one's deficiency in a particular area. So to stop from time to time to review what one is doing, or what has been done in the different areas of the accountability or formation, whatever. And then is it having impact in my life, in others' life? Does it benefit anyone? And then stand up for what is right, strive for the truth, for what is right, no matter what other people do or say. So in other words, do not be afraid to express yourself. Avoid human respect and be outward oriented. Models of consistency of character. A solid trust develops only Solid trust develops only when your character is consistent, when you are stable. So be honest, be truthful, be responsible, and so people will trust you. Employ honest communication. Yeah. So be trustworthy. When is yes is yes. When it is no is no. But don't be hesitant. Don't be indecisive, or don't show always certainty. So value transparency. Be open. Do not pretend to be what you are not. You know, be humble. Do not believe what other. So do not believe that you are better than others. So also to appreciate others. Demonstrate your support to others. Put others first. Help others to succeed. And embrace an attitude of service. Show that you care about others by giving yourself and time to them. We were created to serve and not to be served. Thank you. I hope I was. That's it for today.
I think many participants said that it's a bit too fast, but don't worry, we will share the presentations with you, then you have time also to go in detail. So, but now we open for any questions or any clarifications that you need to ask Brother Paulo. Just simply unmute yourself and then you can ask question, or you can raise your hands, or can make the gesture that you want to comment or you want to have questions.
Sister Tao, for me, it's not a question, it's just a comment.
Okay, Father.
While questions are coming, I found this Brother Paul's presentation very relevant, very powerful, and as I was taking my notes here, taking notes of while he was talking, personal notes, it boiled down to 4 things. That it is all about service, trust, commitment, and the responsibility. So I thank him for that, and I really love his presentation. So yeah, just a comment. I'm just affirming what we have received, Sister.
Okay, Sister Geraldine, you can unmute yourself. Sister Geraldine, she disappeared. Oh, okay, it was a mistake. Okay.
Now, okay, if I say something, first maybe I need to. First is to thank you for your trust and your suggestion that I would share something on what I learned. Now, as I said also before, it is my first time to address maybe a workshop like this. So maybe the first time, I mean, the feedback is good because it helps me that if we continue next time, I try to be more, I mean, to prepare things maybe in a more relaxed way, also to present them also in a more understood way. Thank you.
Sister Mary, you can go ahead.
Yes, thank you, brother. That was very helpful. If I could just make one small suggestion.
Yes.
I think it would be good when a slide is finished, if you say next slide, and then
Okay.
Sister Tao would know when to put the slide up, because a couple of times, you know, you got lost from one another. I think it would make it easier for Sister Tao. Otherwise, it was very helpful. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Anyone else would like to have a comments or questions or suggestions for us?
And I think, Sister Tao, you will send the presentation to those who would like to go over it again if they thought it was fast.
Okay.
Maybe.
And Sister Tao, maybe I feel this presentation was well attended. It would be very good if we can hear really some feedback from the group, and you are making that appeal, and I'm just seconding that appeal that it is well attended. At one point I counted 54 participants. If we can just get some comments, because this is the first of its kind, and whether we can repeat something like that in the future.
Sister Charles, please go ahead.
Thank you, Sister Tao. I'm grateful about the presentation today from Brother. And I also wish if more of us would have attended from my congregation. But I hope that it will come again next time, the same presentation for us, so that more of us may attend, so that we all have a bit of a skill and knowledge about stewardship. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
There's a comment in the chat from Sister Veronica that please repeat something like this in the future. It was really informative and eye-opening. Yes, I think we will maybe review some of these in the following presentation, because I think according to the program, there will be 14 different workshops on this topic. Various topics like financial management, the book of accounts, and all the posting transactions, attracting of the trial balance. So all these related to financial management. So there will be, I think you will hear all these very much, including in the future presentations. Yes. Sister Margaret?
I think it would be helpful to have the recording, and if one belongs to a finance team, wherever, in whatever role one is, one could share it with those who are interested and go over it slowly and discuss, because sometimes it's not just one person, but a team, and they could all be involved in sharing. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Another comment from the chat is, Brother Paulo, this was excellent, especially when you touch the topic of accountability and integrity. Okay. Sorry for the other noise. So participants, we are thinking of the following workshops. The next one will be a financial management overview. And we hope it will work out for us on a Tuesday afternoon, if it's okay for everyone. We're thinking of the 28th of March. So if you can diarize yourself, and then definitely we will send the reminder and also the link through LCCL again. And if you would like to receive this on your personal email, can you kindly put it on the chat? I've seen a few put the email address. So we'll send the recording and the presentation directly to your personal email. Yes, I'm not sure who is the Samsung, but please unmute yourself. And
that is me, Kosnati.
Okay, Father Joko, yes. Go ahead.
Can you repeat the date again, sister? I didn't get the date.
It's on the 28th of March. It's on a Tuesday afternoon. Okay. Yeah, it's a Tuesday afternoon. So if it's a Tuesday afternoon work well for everyone, we will follow up with all the Tuesday afternoon.
That is okay with me.
All right. So until the end, until maybe August, because we're going to get 15 presentations until the end of the year. Okay. Is there anyone has okay. Thank you very much. Yes, and just provide for us the...
Oh Lord.
Okay. Thank you so much. I could see the other chat, the email. So if you can continue writing until we're going to have the last, just the reflection, continuation of the pencil parable.
It wasn't finished.
So now replacing the place of the pencil with you, always remember them and never forget, and you will become the best person you can. 1, you'll be able to do many great things, but only if you allowed yourself to be held in God's hand and allowed other human beings to access you for the many gifts you possess. 2, you will experience a painful sharpening from time to time by going through various problems, but you are needed to become a stronger person. 3, you will be able to correct mistakes you might make and grow through them. 4, the most important part of you will always be what on the inside. And 5, on every surface you walk, you must leave your mark. No matter what the situation, you must continue to serve God in everything. Everyone is like a pencil created by the maker for a unique and special purpose. By understanding and remembering, let us proceed with our life on this earth, having a meaningful purpose in our hearts and a relationship with God daily. You were made to do great things. Amen.
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 Thanks so much, everyone, and wish you a rest of the afternoon with many blessings. And thanks, Father Paulo, once again for your...
You're most welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sister Tao and Sister Brother Paulo. And
Bye-bye. Thank
Bye.
you.
Sister Tao, Brother Paul, and Father Boniface.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, everyone. God bless. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Brother Paulo.
You're most welcome. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bless everyone and take care.